Misty Raney is one of the most popular members of the hit Discovery Channel show Homestead Rescue. The program focuses on families who dream of leaving city life behind and starting a new journey off the grid. Many of these families are inexperienced, unprepared, and often struggling to survive in harsh conditions. That is where the Raney family comes in. Led by the father, Marty Raney, along with his children, Matt and Misty, the family steps in to guide these homesteaders and teach them the skills they need. Each Raney brings unique expertise. Marty is a builder and survivalist with decades of knowledge. Matt focuses on hunting, trapping, and construction. Misty, meanwhile, is the heart of the show. She specializes in food, farming, and creating sustainable living systems. Together, the family offers hope to people who might otherwise give up. For viewers, what makes the show special is not just the survival lessons but also the family bond. People love watching how the Raneys combine their strengths to solve problems. Misty, in particular, quickly won the hearts of fans because she is tough, smart, and compassionate all at once. Misty was born and raised in Alaska, one of the most unforgiving environments in the United States. Growing up there was not easy. Unlike children in the city, who spend their time with gadgets, toys, and indoor entertainment, Misty's childhood was spent outdoors, learning how to survive in nature. The long winters, freezing temperatures, and wild animals were part of her everyday reality. From a very young age, she had to learn skills that most adults today do not know: hunting for food, preserving supplies, fixing broken shelters, and building whatever the family needed. Her family believed in a self-sufficient lifestyle, which meant everyone, including the children, had to contribute. Misty quickly showed her natural ability to adapt and solve problems. She developed into a hard-working, determined young woman who could face challenges without fear. This background not only gave her survival skills but also built her character. It taught her resilience, discipline, and the belief that no matter how big the obstacle, there was always a solution. These qualities later made her such an important part of Homestead Rescue, where real families depended on her advice and hard work. What makes Misty different from many survival experts is her wide range of skills. She is not just focused on one area of survival but understands how all parts of a homestead must work together. On the show, she often takes responsibility for food systems. She helps families set up gardens, build greenhouses, and create ways to store food for the long winter months. She also has strong building skills, working alongside her father and brother when needed. Misty believes that food security is the foundation of survival. Without a reliable food source, no family can truly live off the grid. She teaches families how to raise chickens, protect their crops from animals, and prepare for times when food is scarce. Beyond her skills, Misty also brings compassion. She doesn't just bark orders, she listens to the family's worries and tries to guide them in a way that gives them confidence. Her presence has inspired many women viewers, who see her as proof that survival and hard work are not limited to men. Misty shows that women can be just as tough and capable in the wilderness, breaking stereotypes with every episode. When Homestead Rescue first aired, some viewers expected just another reality show with scripted drama. But it quickly became clear that the Raneys were authentic. They lived the lifestyle they were teaching, and that sincerity made the show stand out. Misty's role was especially important because she focused on some of the most basic yet critical aspects of survival. Without her, many families would not have learned how to secure food or maintain healthy living conditions. Viewers often saw Misty building gardens, creating water systems, or showing families how to preserve vegetables for the future. She also worked on shelters and animal pens, proving she could handle heavy labor just as well as anyone else. Her cheerful personality balanced her father's stricter style, making the show more enjoyable to watch. Many fans said that while Marty provided the toughness and Matt provided the adventure, Misty brought the heart. She connected emotionally with the people they were helping and motivated them not to give up. This balance is what made the Raney family so effective and kept viewers coming back for more episodes. While Misty appeared strong and confident on screen, she faced struggles behind the scenes. Living in the public eye brought both love and criticism. one of the most painful issues she dealt with was body shaming. Some viewers on social media made unkind comments about her weight, leading to rumors and speculation about her health. At times, people even spread gossip that she was pregnant, simply because of her body shape. These comments were unfair and hurtful, especially for someone who spent her life proving her strength and skill. Misty herself has addressed the criticism by explaining that her weight changes naturally with the seasons. In Alaska, winters are long and harsh, and survival often means eating more to stay strong and warm. In the summer, when she is more active outdoors, she naturally becomes slimmer. Despite explaining this, the gossip continued, showing how cruel the internet can sometimes be. For Misty, this was a personal tragedy. She wanted to be known for her knowledge and hard work, not judged unfairly for her appearance. Still, she faced the negativity with courage, refusing to let it stop her from doing what she loved. Another challenge Misty has faced is balancing her career with her personal life. She is married to Messiah Bilodeau, a carpenter and surfer, and together they have a son named Gage. While Misty spends a lot of time working on the show and helping other families, she is also deeply committed to raising her child and supporting her husband. Living in Alaska and traveling for the show means long hours of work and being away from home. Misty has often shared that this balance is not easy. Many mothers face the same struggle of dividing time between career and family, but for Misty, the challenge is even bigger because of the extreme lifestyle she lives. Yet, she continues to push forward, showing that it is possible to be both a dedicated mother and a hard-working professional. For many fans, this made her even more relatable. They admired her for not only surviving the wilderness but also for managing the emotional and personal demands of being a wife and mother. This human side of Misty is what connects her so strongly to viewers, who see her as more than just a television personality. While Homestead Rescue has been successful, it has not been free from controversy. Over the years, there have been lawsuits and criticisms about the show's authenticity. Some families who appeared on the program later claimed that their situations were exaggerated or that producers pushed for more drama. Others accused the show of making their struggles look worse than they really were, in order to entertain viewers. In some cases, people even said that the Raneys made changes that were not as helpful as they appeared on screen. These lawsuits and complaints created headlines and put pressure on the show's reputation. For Misty, this was another difficult situation. Even though she and her family worked hard, the negative stories made some people question their intentions. Fans, however, continued to support Misty, believing in her sincerity and honesty. She seemed to be one of the few cast members who truly connected with the families and cared about their survival, not just about making good television. Still, dealing with these controversies was stressful and added to the challenges she already faced in her personal and professional life. Despite all the difficulties, body shaming, rumors, lawsuits, and the stress of balancing family with career, Misty Raney remains one of the most loved members of Homestead Rescue. Fans admire her because she represents strength, resilience, and kindness. She is proof that women can thrive in tough environments and that survival is not just about physical power but also about intelligence, creativity, and compassion. Misty shows that even in the face of public criticism, it is possible to rise above negativity and stay true to who you are. Her fans see her as a role model, not just for surviving in the wilderness but also for surviving the challenges of life itself. She teaches people that it is okay to be different, that appearances do not define worth, and that hard work and determination are what really matter. For many viewers, Misty is the reason they continue to watch the show. They tune in not just for survival tips but also to see her spirit, her smile, and her ability to turn impossible situations into success. When people hear the phrase heartbreaking tragedy, they often expect a single dramatic event. But Misty Raney's story is more complex. Her tragedy is not about death or disaster, it is about the quiet, painful struggles that come with living in the public eye. She has faced judgment, gossip, and criticism for simply being herself. She has carried the heavy burden of proving her worth again and again, even when her skills and actions speak louder than words. She has struggled with the difficult balance of being a mother, a wife, and a television personality, all while living in one of the hardest environments on Earth. Yet, through all of this, Misty has not broken. Misty Raney is one of the most recognized faces from the hit Discovery Channel show Homestead Rescue. The show focuses on families who want to live off the grid but are struggling with the difficult realities of homesteading. The Raney family, led by Misty Raney, steps in to help these people survive in some of the harshest and most remote places in America. Misty, along with her father Marty and her brother Matt, has built a reputation for being skilled, tough, and resourceful. From building shelters to creating food systems, the Raneys use their experience in Alaska to guide others who are just learning how to live without modern comforts. The show quickly became popular because it mixes danger, drama, and heartwarming family moments. Misty stood out because of her strong personality, her practical knowledge, and her determination to solve problems no matter how big. Fans admired her for being a woman who could handle challenges that many men would find overwhelming, and she became an inspiration for many viewers around the world. Misty was born and raised in Alaska, where surviving the wilderness is not just a choice but a way of life. Growing up in such an environment shaped her into the person she is today. From a young age, she learned how to build, farm, hunt, and fix things. Unlike most children who grow up with technology and city comforts, Misty grew up surrounded by snow, forests, and wildlife. This background made her tough, practical, and deeply connected to nature. Her family lived with limited resources, so every member had to contribute. Misty was no exception. She learned how to turn challenges into opportunities, whether that meant repairing a broken structure, finding food in the wild, or taking care of animals. Over time, she developed a wide range of skills that made her perfect for the role she now plays on Homestead Rescue. What sets Misty apart is not just her knowledge but also her attitude. She approaches every problem with a mix of creativity, determination, and compassion. She is not just solving technical issues, she is helping families create safe, sustainable homes where they can raise their children and live peacefully. When Homestead Rescue first aired, many viewers were unsure what to expect. Some thought it would be just another reality show, but it quickly proved to be more than that. The Raneys weren't actors pretending for the camera, they were real people with real skills. Misty, in particular, became the heart of the show. Her role often focused on food, water, and shelter, the basic needs of survival. Whether it was setting up a greenhouse, building a secure chicken coop, or showing families how to preserve food for the winter, Misty was always hands-on and practical. She didn't just give advice, she worked alongside the families, sweating and struggling just like them. Viewers connected with her because she was real. She laughed, she got frustrated, and she celebrated small victories. Her presence also brought balance to the team. While her father Marty is more strict and intense, Misty adds warmth and encouragement. Many fans said that without Misty, the show would not feel the same. She represented hope and showed that even in the toughest conditions, life could still be managed with patience and hard work. Misty Raney is one of the most popular members of the hit Discovery Channel show Homestead Rescue. The program focuses on families who dream of leaving city life behind and starting a new journey off the grid. Many of these families are inexperienced, unprepared, and often struggling to survive in harsh conditions. That is where the Raney family comes in. Led by the father, Misty Raney, along with his children, Matt and Misty, the family steps in to guide these homesteaders and teach them the skills they need. Each Raney brings unique expertise. Marty is a builder and survivalist with decades of knowledge. Matt focuses on hunting, trapping, and construction. Misty, meanwhile, is the heart of the show. She specializes in food, farming, and creating sustainable living systems. Together, the family offers hope to people who might otherwise give up. For viewers, what makes the show special is not just the survival lessons but also the family bond. People love watching how the Raneys combine their strengths to solve problems. Misty, in particular, quickly won the hearts of fans because she is tough, smart, and compassionate all at once. Misty was born and raised in Alaska, one of the most unforgiving environments in the United States. Growing up there was not easy. Unlike children in the city, who spend their time with gadgets, toys, and indoor entertainment, Misty's childhood was spent outdoors, learning how to survive in nature. The long winters, freezing temperatures,